Doc, I got to tell you, a lot of confusion out there when you talk about marijuana, talk about cannabis, THC, CBD. Talk to us about how cannabis oil in a case like this with Zariah can actually help cure a child of pediatric seizures.
As a pediatrician, you know, I've been helping children for many years, and over the last 5 years as CBD has been available, I've been able to treat over 400 children with what we call treatment-resistant epilepsy, meaning no other medications work. Some of these kids have tried 10, 15 different medications, and as you mentioned, they can have lots of negative side effects. CBD, which is one of the compounds in the cannabis plant, is not intoxicating. It doesn't work the same way as THC. So when we talk about cannabis, we have to talk about THC cannabis or CBD cannabis because they are different entities. And
in this case, you're using an oil with the CBD to control the seizures without the untoward potential side effects of THC. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. We're using oils that are what we call CBD rich, so they have a lot of CBD. Now, some of the oils don't have any THC, some have a very tiny amount. One thing to know about CBD is that when you have a lot of CBD with very little THC, CBD actually works to block that psychoactive effect of THC. So even if there was a little bit in there, the intoxicating effects are blocked. And that's one of the reasons that we feel very safe using it in children, because we're not, the goal, of course, is not to intoxicate them. It's to help with the seizure disorder.
And so I think medicinal marijuana has done wonders in cases like this. I'm just wondering about long-term studies as far as potential side effects. Do you have those to back the use of this for children?
Well, we don't have long-term studies because really it's only been about 5 years that we've had CBD on the market. But what we're seeing, which is kind of amazing, is that when we see the seizures stop, I'm actually seeing children progress cognitively. There's a little girl that I take care of who at age 9 could not read or write, and on CBD oil she learned to read or write. She's been on it now for 5 years with some incredible advancement. She's in middle school, she's thriving, she's doing very well. So as far as we can tell, it does not appear to have any long-term side effects.
And I think it's very important to note, and Doc, back me up on this, we are not suggesting that children should be experimentally placed on medical marijuana for various things. These are very extreme circumstances with kids who have literally zero quality of life. And I think we need to talk about that because, again, laws are changing very slowly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is there a pending bill in California that would actually allow some of these kids with treatment-resistant epilepsy where they could actually use the CBD oil while they're at school?
Yes, that's correct, because many of these children have to take their oil on an every 6 or every 8-hour basis. And because of the illegality, the schools have a rule that they cannot have it on school grounds. But this is medicine for children. We are not talking about anything else. We're talking about medicine for children who, by the way, have lots of other things going on. There's no reason that we can't help them out and let them take their medicine at school.
And this is why we've been trying to raise awareness on our show as well. I think there is still a lot of legwork to be done. Marijuana is still federally illegal, so the kinds of studies that need to be done and properly prepared, funded, et cetera, many of them haven't been done, won't be done until we progress with federal versus state laws. But the thing that I just want to unequivocally say to individuals like you, Cindy, parents who love their children and are seeking any possible treatment to literally save their kids' lives, I applaud you. And I think that you are helping to advance this cause. And if people are so afraid to talk about new treatments, but all you gotta do is watch the video of Zariah laughing and compare and contrast that with how she was. And that video of her laughing is one I'm gonna be thinking of when I go to bed tonight. And I wanna, let's watch it, let's watch it one last time. And you know what this reminds me of? You know, little kids, when they're feeling good, will laugh 400 plus times a day. Us adults, you know, on average, we laugh about 4 times a day.
That's kind of sad.
Well, it is, but my point is, laugh more, but also kids, when they're laughing, it's because they're happy, they're out of pain, they're feeling good. Thank you for sharing Zariah's story with us, Sandy.